got Gerard Way with us tonight, and it's fantastic to have you in the ring doing records and record. I mean, obviously, we've completely and utterly forsaken the boxing metaphor already, but we do after about 5 minutes.
Right.
That's why I come so heavy with it at the very start of the show. I'm like, it's going to be brutal. And it's gone. In this round, I've chosen, I mean, there's so many songs, sad songs, that kind of make me feel strangely happy. I think that's the beauty of it. And it's something, obviously, that as a writer, you're quite addicted to that idea as well, because, I mean, I know that your fans will recognize that in the music you've made.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because I think I always kind of feel like you've got to go through the really hard stuff to get to the good stuff. You know, I think I've always felt that way, and yeah, stuff. You know, I guess it's about acceptance. Like, something could be sad, but could also be the beginning of something else. It could also be uplifting. You know,
and it's therapy. Is it therapeutic for you when you write music?
Yeah, absolutely. It's always been therapeutic. I think, in fact, you know, at the times where it's not therapeutic, it's not worked for me. You know, it has to be me working something out for it to be good, I think.
Someone else who I think absolutely subscribes to that mentality and is one of my favorite songwriters of all time is Chris Cornell. I mean, his work with Soundgarden for me is just remarkable. And the way he paints his songs and the imagery he uses, you know, the day I tried to live, I stole 1,000 beggars' change and gave it to the rich. You know, he has this incredible ability to be able to make you feel like it, you know, what a rusty cage would actually feel like. But one of the tracks which I absolutely adore from him is a bit of a rare solo moment. Well, certainly was at the time because he was in Soundgarden. And it featured on a single soundtrack. It's called Seasons. And it remains to this day one of my favorite songs ever because it's sad and yet I feel happy. Cornell and Seasons. You can find that on the single soundtrack, and I'm sure he still plays that live when he performs solo. But were you ever a Soundgarden fan?
I actually kind of missed a lot of grunge.
Oh, it feels so bad for you. It was such a good few years.
I didn't miss it, but I liked Nirvana a lot.
Yeah.
I thought they were super awesome. And I was kind of already discovering punk rock, so I actually just skipped right past grunge.
So would you say punk rock was your primary influence when you were growing up?
Yeah.
That was
well, like, first it was like Maiden and Halloween, and that's it. And then punk rock.
Yeah.
And then Nirvana and punk rock. It just went.
So where does Bon Jovi fit in all this?
Well, Bon Jovi falls into that period right before Maiden, where I was like a youngster and I was in elementary school, and they were like the biggest deal, you know. And everybody was super proud being from New Jersey. I was super proud I was born in the same town Bon Jovi was from. Like,
crazy. So
yeah, Bon Jovi's awesome. If you're from New Jersey, you love Bon Jovi.
There is no question. They are, I mean, I know they're Jersey boys, but there's no question if you grew up in Jersey, it's Bon Jovi or die.
And the boss. That's it. Those two guys, people, that group and that one person that has a band.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to do something we've never done on this show. We're about to play back-to-back Bon Jovi. And we're not doing it for any other reason except my guest and I love these songs. Can't believe you went with Living on a Prayer, though.
I did that. I did. Because it's my karaoke jam. I've only done karaoke once in my whole life, and it's been that song.
Wow.
It's, you know.
You need some pipes.
Yeah.
Especially when they kick it up a key change.
And it starts weird. Yep, they kick it up.
A key change.
Yep, key change happens, and it starts at a funky spot. Like, you think it's about to start, and it's not.
Comes in out of nowhere.
Nope. Comes in out of nowhere.
Tito, man.
Yep.
Just Torres monster. Watch out, guys. Top that. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Yeah, what do you got?
Well, you know, in the Bon Jovi round, I kind of figured no one would choose Living on a Prayer, but oh, no, Gerard did. Came through. Bam, bish, bosh. Thank you very much. Good night. Good morning. Here's Living on a Prayer. Have a great day. I can actually get close.
You can do It's My Life.
No, although that was a 2.0. I mean, that was amazing. No one saw that coming, remember?
Yeah.
They got the haircut. JBJ came out with the bob.
That's right.
He looked a little bit like Jennifer Aniston in Friends.
I don't remember the bob.
He definitely had the Jennifer Aniston haircut.
I remember him cutting his hair and then it was a little bit longer. I think I like super short Bon Jovi hair.
Yeah.
I think I like that.
Well, this was in between.
Those guys aged well.
Very well.
Yeah.
It's called money, my friend. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I'm actually going to go, once again, I'm going to go to movie soundtracks.
Oh.
You know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
I mean, I sat at the Bon Jovi bar once.
Oh,
they had a bar when they went on tour, and competition winners could sit on stage for like a period of 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And you could have a beer at the bar on stage while the band played around you. I escorted some competition winners onto a onto the Bon Jovi stage when I was living in Auckland working for a music TV channel. And I sat there. Richie Sambora came over and handed picks out to the people I was with. I mean, it was a magical moment.
That's awesome.
And one of the songs they played, which will forever remain in my memory, Wanted Dead or Alive, right here, ladies and gentlemen. Back-to-back on Radio 1. I think the only thing we can say about that, man, is you're welcome to everybody listening. Oh, look, nothing's going to get bigger and better than that. So listen, man, it's so good to have you back with new music. We played Action Cat last night on this show.
I was so excited.
The reaction was fantastic. And, people will be hungry to know what your impressions of this forthcoming solo album are without ruining the mystery of what it will sound like upon first listen. What is it to you?
What is it to me? A lot of it is like discovering my place in music, which is that I don't exactly fit in, and that's really a good thing.
But you never kind of have in a weird way. You're always outsiders.
No. Yeah, so what's interesting is it's not really in an outsider way this time. It's not in an us against them or a rebellious type way. It's actually just in a, oh, that's how I fit. I actually do fit by not fitting, and that's cool. It's about like positive alienation, and
I like that. That's good. Posale.
Yeah, posale. And it's all the stuff that made the biggest impact on me when I was transitioning from high school into art school. And it was all those years of Britpop and Teenage Fan Club and Supergrass and Pulp and Blur and Elastica and Sleeper, and I mean all of it.
Is it true that you went to Wales to record this record?
I went to Wales to mix it.
Which is actually a studio which is steeped in Britpop history.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Did you go to Rockfield?
No, we did it with Chad Blake.
Amazing.
Who is an amazing, amazing mixer, and he's out in the middle of nowhere, like sheeps and stuff. And he's a great guy, and we had the best time.
I can only imagine how many MCR fans and Gerard Way fans were actually walking through the fields of Wales looking for any sign of you. Because you tweeted, like, hey, I'm in Wales. I should take my Wellington boots.
I tweeted, I was like, is it raining? And then I got there, and I took a picture of the town square, not realize. I was like, this looks like, I'm American. Yeah. So this looks like everywhere in England. Whatever. I'm going to Instagram
Where's the nearest McDonald's?
Yeah, and then everybody was like, oh, I know where he is. So.
Did anyone find you?
Yeah, they totally did. They totally did. We would come back from the mixing studio and people just be chilling outside.
With social networking attacks. I thought you would have been a bit more savvy than that with this stuff.
It seriously, like I said, it looked like everywhere else in England.
No.
It just looked like some town.
When mild racism backfires. This just looks like everywhere. Bing, bang.
This looks like England. It's green and there's bricks.
The next round that we're going to do, I think we should do The Only Hope. We should play some new music. Tell us about Eagles.
Eagles, I'm proud of finding them because I found them on my own. And almost we share music with each other. That's how we discover, right? Well, all I did was I just went on. I was using a subscription service like Spotify, and I was like, what came out? I'm just going to go to new releases because I got the new Pixies record and I love it. And I listened to it about 100 times. And so I was like, I need something new. So then I saw this album cover with like a burned out car. And I was like, this looks kind of cool. Let me.
Just like you used to do when we go record shopping,
Yeah, that's how I usually do it on Spotify and stuff. I just look at the art. So then I couldn't even really read the text on it because it's a small image. And I clicked play and I was hooked instantly. Like, instantly. And that doesn't happen often. As you got, just like listening to music.
Let's share it with everybody right now. This is Eagles and Nerve Endings on Radio 1. It's no more badass than Bon Jovi in a Western film.
That is their most badass song.
It's all the same.